But he's definitely not going to be terrible, that's for sure. So I'm sure we're going to see at least 1 or 2 frags. So hopefully his timing's on point. We'll see. But imba off the spawn, get it out, is picked up the Mega Health, has the LG, obviously needs a rocket launcher as soon as possible, and the railgun, which Xron has, and that's going to be so useful at this distance.
Oh, wow. Couple rails connected, and there goes the third one, staying in maybe longer than he should, but he connected the must-hit shot. Risky play from Xron at the opening, but he's going to make it count, and that's going to allow him to sweep on by that red armor with no hassle from imbaLEON whatsoever, and he's going to be able to also defend this Mega Health. I don't see much, or at least a committed challenge coming from him, but he can go for some pressure. But look at this, he's more concerned with getting the railgun. Great mid-air connected as Xron turns to try to spy his opponent as he disappears. And actually this is turning into an interesting situation now as Xron is trying to defend from this really terrible position. imba's going to jump over, grab that LG. Another rail to save Xron. Can he get the red in time? He does.
Yeah, imba was actually down to 20 HP there. That fight could have gone either way for sure. But yeah, as expected, I'm actually seeing some pretty decent LG out of imba. So looking good. His movement's a little bit sloppy, which he's going to have to obviously work on in some of these fights. But here we go, a bit of an exchange coming up. Another great rocket. But the first frag going in favor of Xron with that railgun. And just in time for the red armor. But imba can still challenge with the rocket. He knows Xron's quite low. Just, yeah, was fully committed rather than just holding ground.
Yeah, this rail is really saving Xron at the moment. He's going for a lot of risky plays, and once again, he does the same thing. He has 2 low health. All it takes is a missed rail, and in that case, he didn't even miss the rail, and he still died because imba was able to close that distance. So if he continues playing like this, I can only see bad things in his future. imba's sitting on that red. He's going to be forced to a challenge, and he is going to fall. I don't even know. Xron is going to just manage to take him down quite easily, it seems, as imba just didn't have enough there to actually really fight. So it's a good read on the stacks by Xron.
Yeah, and this is really bad news because Xron can pick up everything on the map at the moment. Again, look at the timers on the left. Plenty of time to get on this Mega Health. He doesn't want to leave it too long and possibly get a spawn over toward the red for imba. So he's going to want to make a move at some point. And actually, imba's going to come straight through the teleport. Could work out for him. We'll see. And actually, yeah, it will. So there's the spawn I was talking about. imba's going to pick up the red straight away. Needs to back out, try and hit a rail on the exit. But yeah, it works out, actually, despite the frag going away.
Indeed, so Xron, he's doing a great job so far after all those risky plays. He's stabilizing, but look at this, imba challenging with that LG. Xron suddenly finding himself in hot water, has to try to get out of there, and imba barely missing the jump pad rail onto Xron, and he's going to escape with his life. He should count his lucky stars because he should not be alive. 20 health remains. Xron, can he dare even get a frag from that spam? I don't even know. He's so far away from doing anything, and he's going to fall. So the rail is proving useful for imba now as well, who's not hitting quite as much as his opponent, but he's looking very stable right now with his stack.
Yeah, and I think one thing I'm going to assume imba's going to be doing is just going directly straight into Xron without any, hesitance. I think he feels like he's got the confidence to do that, so he won't be just trying to, deal damage at the distance. If he gets an opportunity, he will capitalize on it, which is he's going to need to do, being 2 frags behind, but he does have plenty of time. You can see here just charging in with the lightning gun as well. Have to see if it works out for him against these defensive rockets, and Xron doing a fantastic job. And yeah, unfortunately, almost lost all the advantage he does have, and this is going to be tough now. Xron by the red.
And there he is. He's going to actually steal away that red armor as Xron jumps back over to yellow. So imba in a good spot here to keep things going as far as control goes, and he had a bit of a close call with how much damage he received, but he might just catch Xron. No escape for Xron as the LG bears down upon him. He's gonna fall, and Xron now, he's looking at a 4-3 scoreline. He's got imba, who's creeping up very quickly now to challenge him for that tie game. He's gonna pick up the red as well, so he's keeping the stack going. Xron, again, too close for comfort with the railgun out, and the LG is always gonna win in that spot.
We got imba's perspective there. Because that was like one of the strangest moves I've ever seen. Xron was just firing grenades everywhere and then used one of them to just bounce straight in toward imba. It was odd, but yeah, it really does feel like imba's not really giving any respect to Xron. It feels like he's the better player. Xron, meanwhile, is obviously keeping his distance, and I'm actually kind of surprised imba's been able to tie this up as a result, but he's obviously caught him out a couple of times. There comes the yellow. Xron's going to have to probably back away from this, actually, or is he going to drop down? The railgun will connect. imba's actually really low, down at 13, but Xron at 15 HP. Really tense game at the moment here as we're tied up. We've got Mega Health coming up soon. Again, this is going to be risky for both, and the LG from Xron makes it 5-4.
Yeah, really interesting there. imba was just trying to pursue Xron, taking so much spam as just like huge damage from spam, maybe 150 in fact. Look at this. Xron going to gun him down with the MG before he picks up the Mega. So imba, he kind of played without enough patience when he had control. What ended up hurting him here and giving Xron the game back again. Even with very good rails as well, imba was still not able to hold on because he took so much damage just trying to pursue Xron in moments when he shouldn't have. And he's really experiencing the kind of failings of that play now as we see a 6-4 scoreline. And here again, Xron going to find his opponent imba. But what is going to happen now? Oh, great rail there. Really nice.
Yeah, he's hitting 61% at the moment. He's really done a fantastic job with that weapon. And, oh wow, this is a cheeky jump toward the Mega Health from imba. Going to steal it away. And response, though, coming out with the railgun. Could go either way. We have got a bit of armor on Xron's perspective. So he has got that going for him. But he just needs to find a bit of health. Otherwise, that would be one railgun for the kill. And actually, imba doesn't actually have a railgun. He only has the rocket. So I'm actually really surprised. This seems a little bit random at the moment, DDK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and seeing some of these flicks from Xron, they look a bit wild. Just very wild, and that kind of indicates to me perhaps he's experiencing some form of nerves as imba jumping onto that 50 at the completely just terrible timing for Xron, who was also going for a committed of that jump. So now Xron's world is just being turned upside down. He's going to be able to steal away that Mega Health though, so that's going to be able to help him stay alive for now. But imba, just going to switch over to his POV. Look at this, he's actually looking kind of good here, but he doesn't know exactly where Xron is, and great timing for the jump with Xron. And oh, caught on the jump pad. imba does make the rails to put Xron to 11 health, but he's going to fall anyway. But both players were really weak. There's not a lot of health left on the map at the moment.
Oh, that is the most unlucky direct rocket there as well for imba. He will still be able to get the red armor, but yeah, almost lost another life there. Thank God he's still in the game. 3 frags to make up, 3 minutes. As I have a lot of Skype feedback. I have no idea if I've just lost you, DDK.
Nope, we're good, we're good. And Xron is taking that challenge over at the Mega to steal it away. Takes one rail, so it's a good result for imba. But Xron, he's just so aggressive there. And imba does manage to knock him down with that first rail, decides that that's going to give him the chance to go for the second. And that's really important now because he's not got a lot of time left.
Yeah, I think that's a critical frag as well. He had to get it then. 2.5 minutes, 2 frags possible. Again, Xron's just going to be playing the push-back game at the moment, looking for those opportunities. He wants the railgun. We know, we've seen it so much today. imba will just come charging through as expected. The shotgun's out, similar to Lost World. imba down at 12 HP, and again, not the fight that imba really should have taken there. And he might even give away red if he's not careful. But no, Xron actually going to back away for the Mega.
Nice roll there, very cheeky stuff. He's so weak, but even though he's weak, he's keeping the pressure on, and that's really important. If this yellow is picked up by Xron, imba cannot go for this. There's just no way. That positioning is terrible, but he hits the rail anyway. Going to go up the jump pad. He knows Xron is so weak, but he does manage to escape. Xron will live to see another day, and there's a minute and a half left in this game now as imba goes down for the red armor. Where is Xron? There he's in the distance, cut down by the rail of imba as he has the Mega up for him now as well. So it's just one frag with 90 seconds. This should be a sure thing almost.
Yeah, you would think so. With the item separations we've got going on, imba's in a position to get everything. He knows where Xron's going to be moving to. He needs the yellow armor here, Xron. He's going to be a bit wary of the red push, but actually going to allow him to pick up the yellow. And that's going to give Xron a little bit of a lifeline, as I keep changing the way I pronounce his name. But by the 50 HP stairs at the moment. And as long as he's got an escape route, though, Xron could be okay, but he's got to work here. Because imba, we know, he's just going to come charging through. It's just what he does. And the rocket jump to try and get away here, Xron, he needs to back away. And he can't just afford to not deal damage, though, on the escape. He needs to have a railgun out. There's another one, down to 40 HP now. The 50 HP I think was picked up, and I think that actually could seal the deal here on the defense. And yeah, here comes the frag.
And I gotta say, sorry to cut you off there, I feel like imba, he's still gonna have a chance here with the last 40 seconds, but it feels like if he loses from that great position he was in, it's because of the way he lost frags before when he was in control. It's just always the same. He's not patient enough.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. That's exactly what it comes down to. But to be honest, in this last remaining moments, he can't be patient. He has to push through. He can't let Xron back away. Xron is just going to be on the escape here at the moment. imba's going to pick up the LG. He can't really afford to go for the red armor here. He's got to expect Xron not to be there, so he needs to try and surprise him from another angle. But Xron with a great escape at this point. He's going to have to rocket jump. The direct rocket comes out. In comes the chase. The rail can connect.
Yes! Wow! Overtime. I can't believe it. MBC.
I like this guy. He is imba.
He is imba. Oh my god. That was incredibly clutch. That's just ridiculous. imba, can he hold on though? Xron is there challenging the LG. He's falling. 18 health left on Xron. This is ridiculous. They had no right to do that, but he did somehow. MBC, please explain.
Just put that on YouTube. Like, forget match of the week, but put those last 15 seconds on there. The rocket jump, the direct rocket, the railgun. Yeah. Wow. But he is still trailing at the moment. Oh, wow. Actually, really low now. 3 HP, Xron.
I love it. And here we go. The 50 going to be picked up for Xron, but his days are numbered. There goes imba, tying up the game once again. And he is so aggressive, and it feels like he's aggressive in the wrong spots. It's really weird, but it doesn't matter. It makes for an exciting game as he makes his way back onto the red armor challenge. LG electrifying Xron, and there the point-blank rail again saves him. And it's not as if he's been hitting like really high percentages all the game, but the last few minutes he's just turned it up a notch. He's up to 60% now.
Yeah, forget GG buttons. He's obviously got an imba button or something. I don't know what it is, but he really is starting to hit the shots like you say. And now we're actually going to see imba play a little bit defensive at the moment because Xron has managed to put himself in a position to pick up the items. He's caught him out with the LG. The railgun's out. The reload time ties it up yet again. And now look at this. He's going to get the red armor. If imba goes for the mega health, he will die. Oh god, he's gone. Oh no. I think that's it. That is definitely it.
Oh, and he craters. And yeah, this should really be it. And again, it's kind of a live by the sword, die by the sword type thing where he was caught out because he had the railgun out and missed the shot. If he had the rocket out, he could have slowed down Xron, and Xron would have been delayed just enough so that imba could get around a corner, or maybe that Xron would be weak enough. He would have had a lot more options. If he had the LG out even, he had options as well, but it was the rail. And 11-9, great overtime match. Yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. It was crazy from both players.
Yeah, I mean, look at the damage difference. 5,498 to 4,297. We spoke throughout the game. We don't need to go into it again. The way imba played, he just went into Xron, so was able to hit damage on the plus back. Whilst the score was tied, it really is reflected there. And I don't know, I want to see more of imba, but obviously he needs to reassess where he actually takes his fights, I think.
Yeah, there were a few moments. I think when at the start of the game, it looked like Xron was kind of playing a bit reckless. Well, he was playing recklessly. I'm just going to say that. Just going for these very risky rail engagements, but he was hitting. So, that's what happens if you hit. You're going to make the frags. And I was worried for him that if he kept playing like that would really be the death of him, because eventually you can't keep that up. You can't make every risk work out, because then I guess you'll kill Kilson, and it does work out every time when you pull out the railgun. But yeah, it ended up that imba, when he got in control, he suddenly started doing stuff like Xron. And actually looking at the end of the game, they both had, 18 of 32 rails hit, like around 60%. Yep. So they were both rating the same, so it was an awesome match. But I guess that will cue us for another break. We'll be back very shortly, guys, for more quick live action here live on FACEIT TV. Join us for more. We'll be right back.